How much money can you really make with trading? That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to Coffee with Markus, back in Austin. And yes, I have my favorite cup. I have these colorful cups. You might have seen it. I have them in different colors. I just noticed this one has a chip. So I got to toss this. You won't see this again. Whoa, busy few days. Absolutely. First of all, I just got back from Phoenix where we did our stock trading boot camps, and 260 people attended our free stock trading boot camps. If you joined us, if you were there, thank you so much for coming out. It was great talking to all of you. And now we're already getting ready for the next round that we will have in Orlando. Now, out of the 260 people, there were also, I believe, around 60 or 70 people who said, you know what, I want to take it to the next level. And they are joining us for a 3-day boot camp, or for a 3-day live trading event that we have coming up here in a couple of weeks in Phoenix. Anyhow, what else is going on? I just got ready laminating a few things. Yes, I have a laminator. So here's what's happening in my personal life. Tonight at my son Julius's high school, they have a showcase where they are showing all the extracurricular activities. And as you know, my son, he's 14 years old. He's an avid sailor, and he's trying to recruit other kids to join him at the sailing team. So he did actually a website, lthssailing.com, and he did these little sign-up sheets, right? Where he says, okay, visit our website, lthssailing.com, if you want to check it out. If you have a teenage kid in our school district, sign them up. Anyhow, so I laminated a few things for him, and I'm going to bring it over later. All right, but as promised, now we're going to talk about how much money can you make with trading. See, right before I jumped on Coffee with Markus, I had a call. I talked to a long-time customer, almost friend. We have known each other. I looked it up, I think, since 2011. So it's Claire from Florida. And he said, Markus, I would like to know, realistically, how much money can I expect when trading? Now, Claire prephrased this question by saying, I know that when trading, there's always risk involved. Absolutely, right? And he said, I know, I understand that I might lose money, but if things go right, how much can I expect? So I was actually planning to use my handy dandy iPad Pro, but I couldn't figure out how to quickly get it to the screen. So I think we'll go back to pen and paper. All right, good. So based on my experience, whether you're trading stocks, options, or futures, it doesn't really matter. Realistically, you can expect around 60% per year. So let me write this down. 60% per year are realistic expectations. Now let's break this down. This means approximately 5% per month, right? Because we have 12 months in a year. You get the idea. I promise, I'll try to connect this iPad Pro because then it will be a little bit prettier. So 5% per month. Now let's think about it. When you have a $10,000 account, right? If you could make, let's say, 1% per week. So let's write this down. So let's say you start with a $10,000 account. And your goal is to make 1% per week. That translates into, I'm going to show you the paper here in a moment, $100 per week. Now let me ask you, do you believe that this is a realistic goal of making $100 a week on a $10,000 account? Because if you could do this, you would make 52% per year. So we're almost at our 60% per year. Now you might say, $100 a week on a $10,000 account? Are you kidding me? I want to make $1,000 a week. But you see, this is why many traders are having unrealistic expectations. You see, I'm pretty tall. You might not see it right now since I'm sitting, but I am 6'6" tall. And when I was in high school, my PE teacher, my athletics coach said, I want you to practice for high jump. I said, okay, why not? So he set the bar 2 feet high and said, here, jump over this bar. And I looked at the bar. I said, 2 feet high, I can walk over this bar. I don't have to jump over it at all. And he said, no. Jump over it. And then we practice. And here's how we practice. We raised the bar 2 inches at a time. And suddenly the bar was no longer 2 feet high. It was 3 feet high, 3.5 feet, 4 feet, 4.5 feet. And suddenly I couldn't jump over the bar anymore. Now here's what most traders do. Most traders set the bar 8 feet high and then they wonder why they can't jump over the bar. I want you to focus on a goal of $100 per week on a $10,000 account. If you want to go crazy, do it on a $5,000 account, but prove to yourself that you can make money. Set the bar so low that it is easy for you to walk over it. Most traders fail because they're setting the bar too high. They're overambitious and they are greedy. And this never works in trading, okay? Because if you could make $100 a week on a $10,000 account, you would make 52% per year. Now, with money management, you can take it to the next level. Money management means that as you're making more money, you're increasing your position size and doing it in a clever way. You could turn a $10,000 into $41,400 within a year. We're going to talk about this in another coffee with Markus because I want to make sure that you get the main message. Because the key question is, how much money can you make with trading realistically around 60% per year? Now, admit it, there are traders who are making more. You know what? I'm just looking around here because recently, see, I get all this stuff in the mail, and I'm just doing this randomly here. You get the same mail, right? Where they tell you that you can make, 2,000% a year or something like this, right? But that's not the point. Of course, every now and then you might hit a jackpot trade and make a lot of money in a year. But realistically, again, 60% and you will do just fine. So if you have a $100,000 account, it means that you could easily make $60,000 a year. And let's face it, for most, this would already help you to supplement your retirement. Now, if you have a larger account that you say, for example, I have a $500,000 account, right? With a $500,000 account, if you would make 60% per year, it's $300,000. What do you think about this? Now, how do you get to the point? You start small and you grow big. This is where you use clever money management, and we will talk about money management in another coffee with Markus. All right. Hope that helps. If you like it, hit the like button, comment on it, right? Whether you're watching it on YouTube or on Facebook, share it with a friend who needs to know this, and I will talk to you very soon.